everyone, I'm Anna from Yarra Libraries and welcome to Stay-at-Home Storytime. I'm going to share a story with you today called Wiggle and Waggle. You might have heard this story before. There's versions around that you can find on the internet, or Play School has a version, but I'm going to share my version with you today. It's a fun one. I hope you enjoy it. But before I start the story, I'd like to say that at Yarra Libraries we acknowledge the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation on whose land we learn and play. And we say thank you to the sun, thank you to the land, and thank you to the people. This is the story of Wiggle and Waggle. This is Wiggle. Hello everyone, I'm Wiggle. And this is Waggle. Hello everyone, I'm Waggle. Wiggle and Waggle, really good friends. And they lived on the other side of town from each other, quite a long way away. They both lived in a house. Here's Wiggle's house. Here's my house. And I go inside, I open the door, go inside and shut the door. Here's Waggle's house. Hi, this is my house. When I go inside, I open the door, go inside and shut the door. One day, Wiggle decided to go and visit Waggle. Wiggle and Waggle hadn't seen each other for quite a while because they'd been at home. And Wiggle thought, I think I'm going to check on Waggle, make sure that they are okay. So Wiggle went out the door, opened the door, went outside, shut the door, and then set on their way to visit Waggle. They went up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill until Wiggle got to Waggle's house. Wiggle knocked on the door. Knock, 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 knock. But there was no answer. Wiggle tried again. Knock, 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 knock. And called out, "Oh, Waggle! Oh, Waggle! Are you home?" But there was no answer. So Wiggle had to go home again. Wiggle went up the hill and down the hill and 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 all the way home. Then Wiggle opened the door. They went inside and shut the door. Well, that afternoon, funnily enough, Waggle decided to visit Wiggle. So Wiggle went out their door, opened their door, out their door, shut the door, and then Waggle went up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill until they got to Wiggle's door. They knocked on the door. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock. But there was no one inside. Wiggle just called out, Waggle I should say, called out, "Oh, Wiggle, are you in there? Oh, Wiggle." Nope, no answer. So Waggle went up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill, all the way home, opened the door and went inside. So the next day, Wiggle and Waggle were still thinking about each other, and you know what happened? They both decided to check on each other at the same time. So they opened the door, went out the door, shut the door, went up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill, and guess what? They met in the middle. Met in the middle. "Hello, Waggle. Hello, Wiggle. Are you all right?" "Yeah, I'm fine." "That's good. I was checking on you. I hadn't heard from you for a while, so I thought I'd better come over. Came over yesterday, but you weren't home." "Oh, that's funny, because I came to your house yesterday and you weren't home." "Oh, I was out shopping." "Yeah, I was out shopping too." So Wiggle and Waggle were so happy to see each other, they did a little dance. They did a little fun dance, or a Wiggle and a Waggle dance. They did a little dance. Then they bowed at each other and said, "Well, I'll be seeing you soon. Yeah, I'll see you soon." And you know what they did? They went up the hill, down the hill, and 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 up the hill, down the hill, all the way home. They opened the door and they went inside. They had a cup of tea, and I think they might have snuggled down to read a book. And that's the story of Wiggle and Waggle. Well, I hope you liked that one. It's just a little bit of fun. And it made me think of a song. It's a song about some hands. You You can join in with me if you know this one. Otherwise, you can just get your hands to play along. Here we go, let's get our hands. Well, we'll start with one actually, and it goes like this. One day a hen went walking, a-walking, a-walking. One day a hen went walking to see what it could see. And another hen went walking and walking and walking. Another hen went walking to see what it could see. And those two hens got dancing and prancing and dancing. And those two hens got dancing. And they walked down to the sea. And they went wee! And that is my hand song. Alright everybody, thanks for listening. I'll see you again soon, and goodbye! Oh, there's my hand going in. Goodbye, everybody!